I'm out of tarp, but today I am determined to cover every bit of existing tarp with gravel. It's going to be 85 degrees. It's about 100% humidity. The kids are going to want to go to the beach, so I'm going to rev up the tractor and see what damage I can get done. Staying hydrated is so important, and it's really easy for me to get dehydrated if I'm not paying attention, whether I'm working out in my garden, like on this huge garden project that I'm sharing with you today. And so I'd love to say thank you to Ultima Replenisher for sponsoring today's video. It's easy to think that hydration is just about water, and Ultima gives me 6 key electrolytes without all the junk. 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs, just pure energy, and something I really love is that it's non-GMO. There are so many flavors to choose from, and trust me, you do not want to miss out on the tea fresher. Ultima is packed with 6 electrolytes to keep me hydrated throughout the day and vitamin C. And with hydration this balanced, it's no surprise that Ultima is the leading electrolyte drink in the natural food industry. You can find Ultima at Whole Foods, on Amazon, Walmart, CVS, Sprouts, HEB, and more. So stay hydrated, stay refreshed, and try Ultima Refresher today. Head to the link in the video description below to stay hydrated with Ultima Replenisher.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead in the eye of time. Nobody's losing, faces merchant change, but your face remains the same. Sorrows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom, the clouds will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. Just what it was needed, clean in the blackest night, cloistered in injustice dead, and in the eyes of time, nobody's losing. The sparrows will be here by dawn. When we finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt.
Yesterday, this is today. It's to the point where I just have scraps of black plastic left, and I'm really not feeling like I care. So I am just patching plastic wherever I can still see grass. There's a little bit more to go. All in all, I don't think I've ever shared this with you, but the entire space that we're plasticking and pea graveling is 4,000 square feet. It's a lot. So, yeah, the fact this project has taken so long is actually working to our advantage, because the plastic in some areas has been down for 7-8 weeks, and it is just nuking the grass and wild thyme and wild oregano that's underneath it, which is fantastic. Someone in the last video suggested not to do plastic and just let the gravel do its thing, and no way. Like, this is such a big space. I am not going to... I've done the cardboard thing before. Plastic is the way to go for this project. I'm not going to deal with 4,000 square feet of weeds popping up through. The plastic will eventually break down, and as it does, and I need to pull out bits and pieces of it over the years, so be it. But I did try the cardboard method in the back garden, and it was very charming and wonderful. And this year I just had to let it go. The weeds were so bad. There was no way I could keep that garden weeded, and not even the garden, that pea gravel weeded, and do this project at the same time. So I learned my lesson. This is nice, thick 4mm black plastic, really affordable. And I'm almost done. So right now I'm just putting it anywhere, and then as I need to sort of clean up edges or put decorative rocks down or some logs to create delineation, I will. But I'm just gonna like cut up some last minute pieces, staple them down, and then hop back on the tractor and go at it again.
People knew her by her will, to make it whatever she put her mind to. Late night hours up the hill, serving coffee to strangers, talking about revenue. She kept dreaming of a world big enough for everyone, but she knew it must rain before it grows. She kept dreaming of the day butterflies survived the wheel, even though she got knocked down and never showed. Dear Lily, where'd you go? Where's your heart at? Why'd you fall back? Lately your afterglow is shining brighter, waking up an uneasy egg. I remember
I do love the physical labor. It's been so much that there are parts of my garden that are really hurting. And there's a few problems that I haven't been able to really attend to the way I want. So I had these dahlia in pots in my courtyard. And no matter what I did, they looked like that. Now, I do struggle with the occasional fungus in the garden. And I don't know if that's what this is, because they were watered properly, despite the heat we've been having. And I don't know. I didn't really have time to figure it out. So they're looking a little crispy. That one over there is really bad. I do love the work, but it makes me sad when there's parts of the garden and they're hurting and I can't give them the time they need. So I ran to the nursery and I grabbed some beautiful hibiscus, and I'm going to swap them out in these pots because I am having some special company in a couple weeks, and I do want it to look nice. I'd love to sit out here. So I think this will give a nice pop of color. It's already underplanted with some geranium and with some moss roses. This is about all that's left at the nursery right now. So I think this will be lovely. And then I'm going to get back out there and do a little more work. And then I'm going to head to the beach. And I have to confess that stupidly, this whole time I'm doing the work, now I'm going, not too bad for 50, which is a terrible, terrible attitude. I think you should be able to do that kind of work for a long time. But yes, since my birthday, I am thinking stupid things like that. And I suppose, yeah, I'm a bit proud to be able to haul gravel like that without collapsing. But I tell you, my arms are a little shaky. And that's why I was going back and forth between shoveling to the right and then shoveling to the left, because that's counting as my upper body workout for the day. And I wanted to make it balanced. Isn't this beautiful? We had one of these growing up, a huge one on the side of the house. And we had a puppy that dug it up. My mom was not happy. Now, I know that if this was indeed a fungus affecting my dahlia, I should take everything out of this pot and start over. Not gonna do that. Not gonna do it. I'm gonna wing it and see what happens. Time is of the essence. Maybe these dahlia were no good from the start. I got them at Costco. It's too bad. But they've just been on a downward trajectory since I planted them. Well, let's get them out of here. I had to jump ahead because I had my camera on the wrong setting, and so most of that clip was not usable. So since then, I've popped the hibiscus in, And what I was saying to you in the unusable clip is the bonus is that I'll be able to bring this inside for the winter, both of these pots. This pot my mom gave to me years ago on Mother's Day. I love it. It's kind of crazed and this ice blue color that's inspired so much of what I've done around the house. And the other one I bought last year, maybe you saw it on Instagram when I scored that at a local resale shop. So these pots at this point do look a little anemic because they used to have just this big mass of green foliage from the other flowers that I just tore out. And now it's a little bit sparse, but at least it doesn't look dead and crispy for myself and for my company.
Yes, I will be bringing those pots in for the winter, but guess what? This video is over. We got slammed with this storm you're watching right now. We lost power, we lost trees, we lost cellular service, all for days, and I need to recover. I would love to invite you to recover from life with me in Paris in April 2026. Reserve your spot by clicking that Eiffel Tower right there, and I will see you all again very soon. À bientôt.